Hello everyone. Today we are going to speak about dynamic memory allocation topic of the subject C programming. We are going to see the four function of dynamic memory allocation into detail. So let us see the first slide. First of all, let us see why dynamic memory allocation is used. So basically in the C programming, in the basic we have seen that we allocate a memory statically. Okay, that means we declare the variable of data type integer, float, character, double. So what happens, compiler allocates a memory which is of integer like 2 bytes, 4 bytes, 8 bytes. It is called static memory allocation. But here we are going to see the concept which is dynamic memory allocation means memory is allocated dynamically. That means during the runtime. And for runtime allocation memory, there are basically four functions which are declared here: malloc, calloc, realloc and free. All these four functions are already predefined in the library in the header file which is stdlib.h, that is standard library header file. So let us see one by one. The first one, which is first of all, let us see the short description of all the functions. So why malloc is used? So malloc allocates a single block of requested memory. So all these four functions are used for dynamic memory allocation only, but malloc allocates a single block of requested memory. So whatever memory is requested, that has to be in a single block. For that malloc is used. Calloc allocates a multiple blocks of requested memory. Then reallocates does the reallocation of memory occupied by malloc and calloc. That means even if we have allocated a memory either by malloc or by calloc, but if we want to reallocate the space, if we want to update the space, whether we want to increase the space or we want to decrease the space, that is called reallocation. For that we use realloc function. And suppose now once our work is done and we want to free the memory, so for that we use the free function. So what is malloc? Malloc is memory allocation which is used in the C for dynamically allocated memory. As we have seen, this is the syntax provided here, that is ptr is nothing but pointer is equal to, we have to give the data type here, that is a cast type, pointer sign malloc, and then the byte size. The example is given here. PTR is equal to integer. Suppose we are using data type pointer malloc 10 into size of integer. That means we need 10 blocks of size integers. So suppose we calculate that integer size is 2 bytes. Okay, suppose compiler is of 2 bytes. So 10 into 2 is 20 bytes we need it. Then here size of function is used. This is a size of function which is predefined function already, and it is also declared in the standard library header file. Okay, same way calloc. Now one more thing which I want to tell you here is, suppose if you have used malloc or calloc we are going to see, but if you want 20 bytes memory but there is no 20 byte memory available, then you do not have the sufficient memory, then the compiler will return a null value. Okay, calloc is contiguous allocation method, which is again same type of like a malloc, where we give more memory than the malloc. Okay, same syntax available here for realloc is, we can see realloc function is used when you want to define a new size. I mean, either we want to increase the size or we want to decrease the size. That time we use realloc function. The same syntax is used, no change. Free function. So as I have already explained you, free function is used to free the memory. Okay, so once we have allocated the memory dynamically using either malloc or calloc and our work is done, so we will use free function. So this is the syntax. You just need to write free in bracket ptr, that is pointer variable. And data structure memory, data structure uses this dynamic allocation memory because it is very useful. Whenever we want, we can allocate the memory, we want, we can deallocate the memory. So that's it. This is the basic concept of dynamic allocation. Thank you so much.